Today we're gonna dive in one topic that most entrepreneurs struggle with: consistency. Why does it feel so hard sometimes? Why do we start with so much energy and then we just crash like at 1 p.m. after your third coffee? Yeah, I know I shouldn't have coffee, but that's how I feel in the afternoon. How to stay consistent in your business even when you don't feel like it. I'm gonna share 5 easy steps you can apply right away. Studies shows that only 9% of people will achieve their New Year's resolutions. Crazy, right? But it makes so much sense when you think about it, because people set those goals without these fundamental steps. Number 1, find your why. And not just surface level stuff like, oh, well, I want more money. Go deeper. Why do you want to make more money, receive more money, generate more money? Why? Why do you really want this? Maybe because, let's say, I want more freedom. Okay, why do I want more freedom? Like going deeper, at least 5 levels. I want more freedom because I want to be independent. Why do I want to be independent? I don't want to be dependent to anyone else because I am scared if I was dependent on someone else, I will be in danger. Where do you get that belief from? Probably from my family, because I don't want to end up like them or the way that I was raised. So I want to break the generational trauma and I want to have more freedom, more money, and I don't want to suffer. See, when you go deeper and deeper and deeper,
your why is so rooted that you don't need for motivation to kick in. Your purpose takes the lead.
Being connected to your why, that is your North Star. Actually, I'm going to show you something. Here we go. Things are not always easy in our business. There are times that we need to show up even when we don't feel like it. We have to work on some tasks that are boring, difficult. We have to go through rejections as a content creator as well. People criticizing you. Why am I doing this to start with? If I got a job, wouldn't it be better? But then, this is my why.
My why is to help people believe in themselves and their dreams. Not to settle for something that was given to them, but to build a business that helps others in return. It's important to me to support people in making money through their mission. I am activated when I see people speak up, turn their pain into power, and transform their story into cash. My soul lights up knowing that through what I do, I get to be part of changing the world on a deeper level. By helping visionaries bring their vision to life, I feel complete and at peace. And of course, I do this for myself too, to give my family the life I've never had, fulfilling, aligned, and filled with opportunities.
Anchoring to your why is not just motivational, it's essential, because you're gonna find roadblocks, you're gonna find problems in your business, in your life, and things are always happening, like life happens. And how do you show up in your business when life happens? That's what will drive your success or not. Showing up and being consistent with the things that you're doing. Because when life gets hard, our mind is gonna tell us, are you sure you wanna do that? Are you sure that's important? And you're like, yeah, it's important, but maybe I'm gonna do it tomorrow or later, or maybe I'm gonna do something else right now. Our mind is always there to trick us and keeping us in the comfy and cozy zone. Step number 2, make it easy and fun. You're a business owner, entrepreneur, content creator, you know that you have to do that no matter what. It's much easier when you're making it easier on yourself. It's much easier when you're going to make it fun for yourself. So let's do that. When you think about your goal, how can you make it more enjoyable? I always ask myself, how can I make that easy? How can I make this fun? And how do I make things fun? Well, I create content in the platforms that I enjoy the most. I serve the clients that are right fit for me. And so I am trying to be in alignment with the things that I do. Even with the daily tasks, sometimes there's some type of admin work that I have to do. And maybe I put like a Christmas playlist, something that puts me in the mood. Consistency doesn't have to feel like punishment. For example, I find all sorts of excuses before going to the gym. I do not like it at all. But once I'm there, after actually I finish working out, I am so glad I did. And I feel better, I feel more energized, I feel I can eat more. And so my consistency is going twice per week. So you decide the way in which you want to be consistent. Maybe it's posting 5 days on social media. Maybe having 1 to 3 tasks per day that you're focusing on. You decide what consistency is for you and your business, what feels right as well. But let me tell you, once I found these 2 important days, not only is a day for me, going to the gym, it's really a mental health thing. Even if it's something that is physical and mental, I have a strong why behind it. The fact that it's making me stronger, the fact that I'm an older mom, so I want to be strong for my kids. And that's been so beneficial also for my mood. And in business, it's the same. There are times where I don't want to do certain things. So I ask myself, why don't I want to do it? What is stopping me from being consistent? When I ask deeper questions, I always know the solution. For example, there are times where I do not want to do certain things in my business. It feels heavy or misaligned. Try to shift that, to delegate it or not do it at all. But if it's something that I have to do, because we are owning a business and not just a passion, right? You need revenue. But there are times I'm more tired. I do something that I suggest my clients do as well, which is taking off the hat of the entrepreneur and putting back on the hat, the identity of the employee of your company. So if my boss told me to do a task, right? Like, you gotta do this in 2 hours, this has to be done. I can decide to walk away, to say no, bye, fire me, I don't care, just walk away, or getting the task done, or stay and not getting the task done and causing problems. So when I do that, when I take on that identity in my business, I'm just like, okay, I do this difficult thing and I'm gonna reward myself after. Maybe you're gonna take a break, maybe you're gonna take a walk, maybe I'm gonna watch a funny video or whatever that is. Number 3, clarity. Clarity is everything. When your goals are vague, they become overwhelming. Clarity needs specificity. So instead of saying, I want to grow my business, that is very broad, general, not really clear and not specific, try to say, I'm eager, I'd love to, I'm going to sign 5 clients by the end of this month. That is very tangible. And so that you can reverse engineer it. Or I want to double down on my YouTube subscribers by the end of this year or month. That is really tangible. And you can also have multiple goals. I'm totally on board with that. Just make sure that you focus one at a time so you don't take so many different actions and being pulled in different directions. Although someone shared this with me the other day, they were reading Elon Musk's biography. Love him or hate him, doesn't matter. He was sharing that Elon, when he was with his second wife, maybe you read the book, you can confirm this, he went to the bathroom and threw up because everything was failing. He invested so much money, so much time, so much energy, and he didn't know what to do. And his friend, one person told him, why don't you just focus on one thing? Just don't do Tesla and spaceship, whatever, SpaceX. Don't do all these things. Just focus on one thing. But he didn't want to listen. He also borrowed money, and now he is who he is. He created these amazing things. I mean, it's been very successful. So I'm not here to say that you cannot do it. Not everybody is Elon Musk, but I'm sure that you have your talents. You are a creative person, perhaps. I know that I am a creative person, so I like to focus on different things. But I also know that when I focus on one thing, I put more intention to it. And there's this book, gave me a perspective shift on the things that I want to accomplish, and it's called The One Thing. It says, success is about doing the right thing, not about doing everything. There's something powerful about that. Number 4, set big but realistic goals. Dream big, but do not sabotage yourself, setting the bars so high, picking something almost impossible that you're not even gonna try. Or that you kind of try a little bit, but then you're like, oh, well, that was too hard anyway. Nobody really achieves that. So when people do that, they come to me, right? Hey, Monica, I want to grow my coaching business. That's great. How many clients are you working with currently? 0, never worked with anyone. Okay, no problem, I can help you. I ask them what their goal is for the current year or the next year. And they say, well, I want to make $1 million per month. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm all about expansion. If you don't dream, you don't have a vision. So I'm all about that. But they need to be measurable in a way that it feels real to you. Even if it's $1 million per month, it has to feel real to you. I hope it makes sense. And I don't want people coming to me like, oh, well, I was making 0, I made $1 million per month in a year. Sure, it's possible. The point is that you need to recognize when you're sabotaging yourself by having those thoughts. Or perhaps you just want to make 100K in the next year or this year, and you reverse engineer on what will take you to get there. How many clients you need to work with, what is your offer if you have one, and really planning that ahead, reversing engineer from your goal. That is really important. Maybe you can also expand from there. It's not that if you're setting your goal now, then you cannot change it. Of course, you can always change it. Maybe it's 100K this year, and maybe in 2 months, you're gonna be like, you know what? I wanna double that because I already made 40K in a month. And I'm talking about money, but it can be really anything. Number 5, last but not least, this is a game changer for consistency, and it's embodiment. To achieve your goals, it's much easier if you start embodying the person who already has achieved that goal. So who do you need to be in order to be the person who achieved that goal? You need to be confident, resilient, focused. Do you have to say no more often? Do you need to believe in yourself more? What is it? Let me know in the comments. I did a constellation session the other day as a client, and I thought it was all about astrology, but it's completely different. It's an energy session, and the coach asked me to pick the energy of someone that I wanted to embody. And she gave me some examples. She said you can embody the queen or the dominatrix or the goddess, right? And I was like, none of them really resonates with me. Yes, I love that they are feminine figures, but I want to embody the energy of a wizard who's calm, can still make magic, but is also wise. I actually tried to recreate it with ChatGPT. It came out so weird. I'm gonna put it here. But that is the energy of who I want to embody next year with my goals. For example, if you want to show up online consistently, start acting like someone who's already been seen, understood, and paid. Confidence is built through action, if that's what you want to embody, right? So try to think something that you want to embody. The person, the future you who already has everything that you want today. How do they talk? How do you talk? How would you talk? Walk, behave, think, feel. And I hope that this video was helpful. When you really apply these things, consistency is not hard because you dictate also what consistency is for you. And I think it's so powerful when you stick to something, even when you don't feel like it, even if you feel tired or if it feels heavy sometimes. If you keep being consistent in something, you will feel so empowered because you actually stuck with something. Are you someone who's struggling with consistency? Or maybe you are someone like you set your mind to something and you just do it. Which one is you? Let me know in the comments. And if this video gave you some more clarity, or even if you just liked it, maybe send it to someone who needs to hear this. But before you go, check this video over here that talks about the fear of being seen that most entrepreneurs don't even know they have, but it's gonna be interesting. It's for extroverted people and introverted people. And there's also like a little bit of a healing sesh right there. Thank you so much for watching, for being here in this space. And as always, ciao, ciao.